Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. Starting a new week. A week in which I can say that more blessings come to this planet. The Lion's Gate is open. The energies are arriving, more and more willingly, more and more intensely, giving each of you the opportunity to take this small shortcut. No, it's not a soul shortcut, it's a walking shortcut, where you can pick it up and get where you want to go a little faster. As I said here, the meditation on 08 or 08 was done on Wednesday. I know why I did it that way, and rest assured, you all went through the portal. Whoever was with me that Wednesday passed through the portal and is already on this shortcut, taking this path, a little shorter, to get where they want. It's my brothers, events are very accelerated. If many of you still think nothing is happening, very well, keep thinking like that. Nothing changes, only if you start to emanate doubt, then things start to get complicated. But if you have confidence and are not worried about whether something is happening or not, everything is fine. For those who are more curious, or I would even say, for those who like to be more involved, you know that a lot is happening. The surprises are countless, the disappointments immense, and you haven't seen anything yet. There's no point in us simply going to the media now and starting to expose people. No. There is still a lot to be done. When everything is finalized, then we can go to your media and show the whole truth. It's not the time yet. Many are still being taken by surprise, because they think this is all fabrication, totally meaningless things, and when they see themselves, they are being achieved. I have asked here, I have always reinforced, that you do not judge, that you do not condemn, that you do not crucify anyone. Many of those here are reading the letters of Christ. His crucifixion was done exactly to serve those who could not lose their power. An innocent man was taken to the streets, just by power. So understand, that what is happening now, is that all those who kill for power, are being caught, are being, I won't use the word judged, they are being treated the way they should be. A lot is being said out there, for those who are already reading about some actions. And many have raised their voices and judged us. Don't judge what you don't know. Don't judge what you don't understand. Nothing is what it seems like. I can tell you that when I say we, I encompass all beings of light, ascended masters, galactic brothers, we all understand death in another way. Not like the way you see it. Death to us, that's when the soul dies, that's death. The loss of physical clothing for us is nothing. You were taught to love and understand that the end of this physical garment is the end of everything. And it's not. The conception of physical clothing is different for us. We don't get attached to this outfit that you have, that's why we don't see them. None of us see the outfit you have on. We see each one by energy, this is how we analyze you. We do not run the risk of the judgment you make based on appearance. Of course, we see you humans as humans, but that doesn't say anything to us. We don't have prejudice, we don't laugh, we don't point fingers, because that's just clothing, just like the clothes you take off when you go to take a shower. Literally a garment of their souls, nothing more. This is what we see. So don't judge us. Do not put us on the same pedestal as those who are there, who kept you subjugated, by the power of drugs, human trafficking, trafficking in women and children, by violence. Don't put us on the same pedestal. So once again, I tell you to be careful with judgments. You don't know anything. So don't judge us. You have a limited mind, within the knowledge of you. There are many things you don't understand. So don't judge what you don't understand. Once again I will repeat that phrase, which I have been saying here recently, either you trust or you don't trust. I trust him and this, and this, but I don't trust this. So you don't trust. Don't open your mouth and say you trust. Because whoever trusts, trusts in any situation. This is what many of you today, more mature and with a greater understanding, know that nothing that happens in your world is God's fault. But there are still many of you who, when you see something catastrophic, shout to the heavens, "My God, why is this?" They forget that He is not to blame for anything. You even attract all the cataclysms on your own planet. Don't blame God for anything. So you shout to everyone, "No, we understand that everything is our fault." But when something terrible happens, you blame it on high. Why, my God? No, that's not the question. And there doesn't even have to be a question, there doesn't have to be a why. That was the result of the journey of those souls. So, what you have to think about at a time like this, is to emanate all your light, for each of those souls that are going, so that they have discernment, and make the correct choice. Because many had already made the choice, but may change along the way, and try a new path. So that's what you have to do, emanate light for the souls that are leaving, and emanate light for those who stayed, so that they have strength, to recover. From what? The result of your own choices. It's not Gaia's fault, it's not God's fault, it's everyone's fault who emanated that there, and who received it back. I already told you, everyone is where they need to be. My brothers, start changing. Your days will no longer be peaceful, beautiful, sunny days, you will begin to see a lot of suffering. What if every time you see suffering, you cry out to the air, "My God, why is this?" Those 10 steps you took forward, you will take about 100 steps back. Because you keep attributing everything that happens to God. So you don't trust. You haven't actually learned that everything is a consequence of your choices. So, what have I been saying here for a while now? Do not suffer the suffering of others. The other has their own suffering, the result of their soul choices. You usually only see the current life, forget the past, but the results do not forget the past of the soul. Then many here get up and say, "Ah, but that's unfair, because we don't remember anything, we were forced to forget." Interesting. And how do many learn the lesson? Many don't really remember, but when they go through the lesson, they learn. Why? Because they don't rebel, they understand that this is a lesson and that it has to be learned. Revolt only leads to more lessons, nothing more. So start changing your way of thinking. Start not absorbing the energy generated by any event. Any event that involves the death of several people has an energy, and it is certainly a bad energy, because it is an energy of pain, because the souls that leave there, leave half lost, until they are involved in the spirits that they resonate with. Whoever resonates good, souls are enveloped by angels. Now those who resonate with evil are surrounded by those who resonate with the same feeling. So there is no good energy there. So if you let yourself be overwhelmed by that energy, you tarnish your frequency. So when you hear something happening, remember that you are in a violet bubble. See that energy coming to you and being reflected, transformed into love and light. And that's what you have to emanate, a lot of love, so that those souls quickly find their way. For those who are still suffering, a few minutes before the passage, have these moments shortened, so that they do not suffer so much. Because at that moment, there is also a lesson there, pain. Pain is an extremely strong lesson, and in those seconds when that being knows he is going to die, he can do a lot, he can ask for forgiveness, he can forgive. Ah, but at that time, who will remember that? Ah, that's where my brothers are. Time is given until that consciousness understands that it will die and makes some requests, forgive and ask for forgiveness, and that will do that soul a lot of good, because he knows that he will lose that outfit. That human consciousness there will cease to exist, it will become part of the soul.